The Google Pixel 10 is shaping up to be one of the most confusing smartphone releases of the year. On paper, some upgrades sound exciting, like the bigger battery and the new telephoto camera. But when you look closely, it's clear that not everything is an upgrade, and fans might actually be facing a big letdown, especially when it comes to the camera system. The Pixel 10 is expected to come with a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus OLED display. It will support a smooth 120Hz refresh rate and reach up to 3000 nits of brightness, which is great for outdoor use. It's protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which should help with durability. So far, so good. Under the hood, it will run on Google's new 3nm based Tensor G5 processor, paired with 12GB of RAM. Storage options include 128GB and 256GB, which is the same as the previous generation. Powering the device is a 4970 mAh battery, a small but welcome improvement over the Pixel 9's 4700 mAh. The phone supports 29-watt wired charging and 15W wireless charging, so no real upgrades there. Now, let's talk about the camera, which is where things get tricky. The Pixel 10 will reportedly include a triple rear camera setup, a 48-megapixel main sensor, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 10.8-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. On the front, you'll find a 10.5-megapixel selfie camera. At first glance, this may sound like a decent setup. But here's the problem. The 48-megapixel main sensor is the same one found on the Pixel 9a, a mid-range device. That's a noticeable downgrade from the 50-megapixel main sensor on the Pixel 9. Not only that, but the ultra-wide lens has also been reduced to 12MP, down from the 48-megapixel ultra-wide used on the Pixel 9. In other words, Google seems to be recycling parts from older or cheaper models instead of moving forward. For a flagship phone expected to cost $799, this will be a tough pill to swallow for camera enthusiasts. The new 10.8-megapixel telephoto lens could be the only exciting part of the camera setup. It's expected to offer 5x optical zoom and may be the same sensor used in the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and upcoming Pixel 10 Pro Fold. While it's not bad, it still doesn't compare to the 48-megapixel periscope telephoto lens found in the Pixel 9 Pro and Pro XL. So overall, the Pixel 10 might actually take a step back in terms of camera hardware, which is disappointing for fans who expected Google to push the boundaries, not recycle sensors. Aside from the camera and battery, most of the other specs are either unchanged or only slightly improved. The display size, refresh rate, storage options, and RAM all stay the same. The screen does get a bit brighter, which is a nice touch, but not a game changer. Design-wise, leaked renders suggest that the Pixel 10 will look very similar to the Pixel 9. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The design is still clean and modern, but it won't feel fresh or new for those looking for a major visual update. The Pixel 10 is expected to start at $799 in the US, just like its predecessor. The 256GB variant could be priced at $899. The Pixel 10 Pro and Pixel 10 Pro XL are expected to launch alongside it, starting at $999 and $1,199 respectively. The official announcement is rumored to happen on August 20th, with the phones hitting stores by August 28th. Of course, these dates aren't confirmed yet and could still change. After the unexpected delay of the Pixel 9a earlier this year, anything is possible. But chances are, Google has learned from that and is aiming for a more stable rollout this time around. In the end, the Pixel 10 seems to be a mixed bag. You get a slight battery upgrade and a new telephoto lens, but the main and ultra-wide cameras look like downgrades. The design and most other features remain the same. For users who care most about photography, which has always been a highlight of the Pixel series, this could be a major disappointment. On the other hand, if you're looking for a well-rounded device with clean software, reliable performance, and long battery life, the Pixel 10 might still be worth a look. But for anyone expecting big innovation or a serious upgrade from the Pixel 9, it might be better to wait for the Pixel 10 Pro or look elsewhere entirely. Only time will tell how these choices affect the Pixel 10's success. But for now, the excitement is mixed with a fair bit of hesitation. The Google Pixel 10 is creating a buzz, but not entirely for the reasons fans were hoping. A new leak has revealed that the standard Pixel 10 might skip some of the upgrades users were expecting. While there are still improvements on the way, the omissions could make the base model feel less exciting, especially when compared to the Pro version. Let's start with performance. One of the most talked about issues is the possible lack of a vapor chamber cooling system. This type of system helps manage heat, especially during gaming or when you're using heavy apps. The Pixel 9 didn't have a vapor chamber, and it looks like the Pixel 10 might not include it either. For those who push their phone to the limit, this could be a real concern. Without it, the phone may heat up more quickly, which could reduce performance over time. Next, let's talk about connectivity. Last year's Pixel 9 supported Wi-Fi 7, the newer and faster wireless standard. But surprisingly, the Pixel 10 might only come with Wi-Fi 6E. That would be a step backward, especially since many other new phones are already offering Wi-Fi 7 as standard. For people who care about future-proofing their devices and getting the fastest speeds at home or on public networks, this could be a disappointment. Now onto the cameras. This is usually where Google phones shine, but the base Pixel 10 might come with some compromises. It's rumored to feature a triple camera setup, which is a first for the standard Pixel model. That sounds great at first, but to make space for the third lens, Google may shrink the main and ultra-wide camera sensors. Smaller sensors often mean lower image quality, particularly in low-light environments. So while you're getting more lenses, you might be sacrificing the quality that Pixel cameras are known for. There's also a chance that some software-based camera features will only be available on the Pro version. Earlier leaks suggested that Google planned to upgrade video stabilization across the entire Pixel 10 lineup, but this new report says that smoother video recording may be limited to the Pro model. That means users of the regular Pixel 10 might not get the same level of quality when capturing videos, especially during movement or action shots. Another big camera feature expected to launch this year is something called Ultra Race Zoom. It's said to be an upgrade to the current Super Race Zoom that has been around since the Pixel 3. While Super Race Zoom supports up to 8x zoom, Ultra Race Zoom could go beyond that, delivering sharper details from farther away. But again, this may be exclusive to the Pro model. Design-wise, the Pixel 10 might sport matte sides paired with a glossy back. It's a small touch, but it does add a bit of style and contrast compared to previous versions. It could feel more modern in the hand, even if the actual shape and size stay mostly the same. So what does this all mean for potential buyers? Well, if these leaks are true, the regular Pixel 10 may end up feeling like a half-step upgrade. Some users may not mind missing out on Wi-Fi 7 or Ultra Race Zoom, but for others, especially fans of photography or high-performance gaming, the lack of certain features could be a deal-breaker. The Pro model, on the other hand, seems to be getting all the premium treatment from cooling systems and zoom features to better sensors and software enhancements. That growing gap between the regular and Pro versions might push more people to either spend more for the Pro or wait for the more affordable Pixel 10a, which could arrive next year. The Pixel 10 lineup is expected to launch in late August, though official pricing hasn't been announced yet. And while many fans were hoping for a more powerful and fully loaded base model, this leak suggests that the real innovations may be reserved for the Pro. If you're someone who wants the latest features like advanced zoom, better heat management, and top-tier connectivity, the Pro model might be worth the investment. But if you're okay with skipping those upgrades for a lower price tag, the standard Pixel 10 could still offer good value, just not the cutting-edge experience some users had in mind. As always, these are leaks and early reports, so things can change before the official release. But for now, it's clear that Google may be drawing a sharp line between the base Pixel 10 and its more powerful sibling. Keep an eye out for more updates as we get closer to launch.